Hey, yo, we back at it again. It's your boy Ray's podcast, live from the 9th floor of Hello Studios, beautiful downtown Dallas. Thank you for tuning in today. Ain't nobody told you they love you today, but you know I love you. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Continue to like, subscribe, follow us on all of our channels. Go to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, RayRacePodcast.com. Wherever you like to follow and watch us, please subscribe and like, comment. That means the world, all right? And, you know, I want to pour back to y'all and give back to y'all. If you're maybe having a bad day, bad week, bad month, bad minute, bad hour, let's reset that right now, okay? So I want everyone, you know, get confident, get your Birdman swag on, rub your hands real quick. You know, look yourself in the mirror, point to yourself, you know, and just follow these words, you know, just in case nobody told you today. You're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. You're going to get through this. See, here on my show, Ray Ray's Podcast, I'm glad you're alive, and don't give up, you know, keep saying positive words of yourself. You know, it's going to be like autopilot. When tough situations arise, you're going to go back to those words like, you know what, I am who I say I am. You are who you say you are, and just remember that, all right? Cool. I got a special guest co-host in the building. Who I got in the building? Say what's up to the people. Who's in the building?
Hey, everybody. It's Queen Cavo, a.k.a. Alexis Cavo. What's up?
Hey, y'all saw her a couple of weeks ago on Ray Ray's podcast. If you haven't seen it, after this video, go back and watch that, all right?
Watch it.
Let's go. You know, it's a really dope episode. It was great.
Good
informative stuff. Episode. It was really personal.
Mental health.
I really appreciated that episode.
Yeah.
But you brought somebody today.
Yeah.
Talk to us who you brought to.
Yeah. So I brought the CEO of Assure Source Counseling. His name is Nick Hinojosa.
There you go.
And I we talked about a lot about mental health last week. So I figured, hey, I asked Ray, I need to bring Nick up here so we can talk about what we've got going on in Dallas. So yeah, right. Here we are.
Well, welcome. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you for pulling up to my spot, Ray Ray's Podcast. Honored to have you.
One, you got a dope spot. So
appreciate
that. Queen Cavo, obviously, thanks for having me as well.
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot about mental health. This is a space that is widely open for everybody. And I love that we're talking about it. Dude, I watched multiple of your videos over the past week. The one thing I love is that you start off everything with the word of affirmation. And the fact that we're able to be a little bit more humble about that, be more open, it's dope. And that's just going to open the door for these conversations. So can't wait to kick it off with you.
Man, I really appreciate that. That means a lot, hearing that. I do it, because I know sometimes I deal with personal stuff. So if I'm dealing with stuff, I know other people have to be dealing with things too. And, for me, when I say stuff, as far as even of writing things, if I have goals, I'll write it down. Eventually those goals become reality because I've written them down.
Yeah,
I set them there in the universe. I manifested it by writing it. Okay, there's a lot of things that have happened that I wrote down, and just realized, oh my God, I did write that down, and it happened. Like perfect example. One time I was like, I'm gonna get a nice website for my show. I had wrote that down. Months later, I had a website. Mm-hmm. So it's just little small things when you write stuff down. I don't know. There's just a power in writing. They always say the pen is mightier than a sword. So I guess.
Yeah.
but like when did that light bulb click for you though? Like, okay, so where were you at in your journey where it was like, was I 22? Was I 23? And I think an important piece of that is the journey's never too late to like that light bulb click.
Yeah.
But where were you when that light bulb clicked that I need to start tracking this stuff? I need to start writing and manifesting these things into reality.
Yeah.
Man, that exact moment, I can't tell you the exact moment. All I know is I've always been taught, vision boards before it became a popular thing. I just remember, being in church, set a vision board. Mm-hmm. I remember, my parents were doing vision boards a long, long time ago. And, a lot of stuff they're still trying to work out. Hey, you can't get your vision board overnight. Sometimes some things take time to happen, but really is when you have a goal, and say, for instance, for me personally, like I write stuff down and I put it in my mirror. Mm-hmm. So when I look at myself every day, I'm seeing those goals and things I want to obtain. So that's in my mind is going back and, hey, you got to get that. You still got to get that. You haven't got that done yet. Mm-hmm. It's not cross off that checklist. So that's in my mind. It's like, okay, we got work to do.
Reminder.
Yeah, and that sets your mindset for the day.
It sets your mindset for the day.
Every single day when you wake up, it's right there.
It's whatever you do with the first few minutes of your day is going to set your day.
Absolutely.
Okay? So, like, what are you listening to start your day? Are you listening to something positive or something negative?
Yeah.
So if you listen to some aggressive, I'm gonna stump your ass out music when you start the day.
Hey, nuck if you buck, right?
Yeah, somebody, the first person that say
angry
something
day.
wrong to you, like, say, man, bro, I know if you fuck on you.
Man, hey, what's your favorite song when you wake up in the morning? Mine, Nipsey, Motivation. Nipsey, bro, he get me going. Lighting
know.
that sage.
I don't know. I gotta say, Meek Mill, "Dreams and Nightmares" is
Okay.
probably one. I'm about to tell it on myself real quick. So my alarm when I wake up is this song by Wale and Jamie Foxx called "Dearly Beloved."
Wait, Wale and Jamie Foxx got a song together. You
Yeah.
capping?
I
I
didn't
promise.
know
We'll
that.
talk about it later.
What?
It's more of a Jamie Foxx sample that Wale turned
Okay.
into a song, but it's called "Dearly Beloved." You got to check it out if you ever heard it.
Okay.
It's got some personal things to me. I'll let y'all hear that later. But
Yeah.
but you know, it's not about me. This is about you.
Okay.
You the man of the hour right now. We here to talk about you. Okay, so let's talk about it. You know, I want you to take me on a journey. Okay,
Okay. You got some time?
we got some time. I ain't got a lot of time, but we got some time. All right. First off, let's do a cheers. Appreciate y'all coming
Hey,
up.
cheers,
you know?
baby.
Cheers.
Thank y'all so much for coming up. Let's take us on a journey. All right. So you deal with mental health, right? Okay. So there had to be something in your life that made you like, hey, I need to help people that are dealing with mental health issues. Either something personal or you know someone, family was dealing with something with mental health issues. So what got you to where you're at now? You can go as far back as you want to.
Man.
Get me to where we're at now, all right?
So yeah, I love that question because it is a journey, right? So it starts with a foundation. Man, when I was young, the foundation started very quickly. Strong mom, strong dad. They gave me tools and skills that stick with me till to this day. My pops, that was straight up work ethic, preparation. You're going to work your butt off no matter what. Man, when I was little, I was playing sports growing up. Every summer, my dad used to make me document every day, what did you do today to get better, right? My dad taught me that work ethic. My mom, man, she's a wildcat. She's like Brett Favre, man. She's a gunslinger. Shoots from the hip, gift the gab, talk her way through a snowstorm. So my mom gave me that, the ability to not be shy.
Yeah.
So the journey started there, man, and getting a strong foundation with my family. Man, all that gave me the ability and the opportunity to go to college in Iowa. Man, and that right there shaped me because I came from a very humble background in the streets, like learning how to hustle and get it, and then going to compete in a Harvard type of setting in college. Like I graduated with 2.1. I make more money now than motherfuckers graduated with 4.0.
Yeah.
Because of that, what we kind of talked about earlier, that chameleon, like, right, the ability to speak to your audience, understand where you come from. So I had that, and then where I went to school, that sharpened up my skills, right? It gave me the ability to present, the ability to, like, understand when you walk in that boardroom, how does that work?
Yeah.
How to talk to them, right? So that was then. Man, I jumped into the workforce, and I learned very quickly, man, it was all about people. It's all about people. Relationships that you build and meeting people like Cavo. I've told her this 100 times. Like, I strategically recruited her to the company. Like I was tapping into her because I knew who she is.
Yeah.
And you hire people like this 10 times, you're going to be able to grow a company. Like, point blank, period. So, man, I started navigating through that stuff. And, man, here we are.
Yeah. So that's really dope. Take me to the story, okay? You said, you met her, okay? How did y'all meet and how did you get her aboard?
It's a funny story.
Yeah, so I actually met her through a mutual friend.
Okay.
I met her through a mutual friend. Not going to go into details of the backstory of that, but I met her through a mutual friend, and I'm seeing things. I'm in Atlanta for 4 years. I'm on a hiatus. Like, I left Dallas. I'm in Atlanta for 4 years, and I'm seeing Cabo. I'm seeing what she's doing. I never worked in mental health. Like, I've only been in mental health for a year and a half of my career now, right? So get recruited here, and I'm watching her, and I'm like, okay, like, this is like the angle that I need. Like, this is the way that I should start approaching the business, from like the way that she manages her Instagram, like the following, the brand that she's building. I'm like, this is a big key. So my initial thing was like, let me pick her brain.
Yeah.
I need to get some young cats that can come in and help me build, like, Cavo, what you got? And it's a funny story. I never even thought this was going to happen.
Yeah.
She calls me out of nowhere, like a couple weeks later, maybe a month later, and she was like, I want to work with you guys. I was like, wait, what? You want to work with us? And then it was just like, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lights, camera, action, man.
Yeah.
I was in Greece and I had my epiphany over there. I work a lot. I work my butt off. I do so many different things. But I do everything that I do, I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
And so I love it. So it doesn't always feel like work, but it's work. And so I went on a vacation that I knew that I needed. And so while I was on vacation, I had some time to think because I'm not moving so fast. And so while I was over there, I was like, okay, I do see the potential that this business has because I get counseling through another company, which is the competitor. And I was going through some things before I moved over and started helping out at SureSource. And I was working with their competitor for myself. I was using their therapy. And he told me about the company and how it works, which it's like an online telehealth counseling service. And so I was like, this already exists, but if it's local here and I can be a part of it and it's growing, there's so much opportunity there. So I made the decision while I was there in Greece, literally like laying on a yacht in the middle of, I don't even know what island I was on. And and I was like, it's probably a good idea. Like, you're already in the mental health field. I'm growing a business still. Like, my business, Paragon, it's growing and it's doing amazing things. But it's me. It's just me. And like, I got to make an income. And so multiple streams, like, go for it. Go do it. I've read it in books. So like, if you can do it and you feel like you have the capacity to do it. So
Do it.
I went ahead and I gave Nick a call as soon as I got back and I was like, all right, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Jumped in.
I mean, and y'all need to talk about this at one point. Like, the ability to manage multiple sources of income is not easy.
It's not.
Yeah.
Right? Because I watch her. Like, I see her, right? Like, 8 to 5 grinding, doing her job. And then I'll be leaving the office and she's like, yeah, I'll be here till 9 tonight. And I'm just like, okay. Like, burning it on, like, people want success, but it's like, do you really see like what goes on behind the scenes of success? Like, if you really want that money,
Sure.
you really want that dough, you really want to make that happen, how do you actually do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's sweat equity.
Yeah.
Sweat equity. You got to put that in.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
sure. For sure. All hail the queen.
All hail the queen.
All hail the queen.
Cheers to that.
Hey,
Cheers.
glory to God.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, for sure. Amen. Amen to that 100%. Because without God, we are nothing.
I would not have the energy. I literally wake up and pray and say, use me.
Yeah.
Because if not, I wouldn't be able to do it.
There you go.
So let's talk about it. I think I asked her this question when I had her in the podcast. What do you do to keep your mental in check? Because you're dealing with other people's mental and helping them with their mental. What do you do to keep your mental in check?
And you're managing the staff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. I mean, over the last couple months, it's been a transition. And one, I told her this the other day, work-life balance. Like, if you love what you do, it should kind of intertwine.
Yeah.
Right? So like that is one thing. Like, I don't feel that stress or anything when I'm working because I genuinely care about what I do because I'm starting to focus on the people.
Yeah.
When I focus on Alexis, when I focus on Matt, Christian, my team, that gives me motivation every day to want to work. I love it. But other than that, I gotta play with my Great Dane Rico. I gotta get my cuddle times. I gotta be able to have a good relationship with my family. So like being able to communicate with my mom, my dad, being able to have a healthy relationship with my girlfriend, like that gives me that balance.
Yeah.
Right? Like it brings me back down to earth. Like you think about your why. Why am I doing this? Like, why am I getting up every morning? Why am I stressed? Like, where is this coming from? At the end of the day, I try to just zone things out at certain points at a time and focus back on the things that I know love me back. That I know, like, Rico needs me every day.
Yeah.
Like, that's my buddy, man. That's my buddy. She'll see. If you
He's
hop
a
on
huge Great Dane.
if you hop on my Instagram, you'll see I bring him to the office, everything.
He's taller than me.
Oh, he's taller than me too. That's not saying much. But being able to go back to those, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, my family, like that always kind of just balances everything out for me. It's tranquility.
We also have a clinical director, and her name is Gail. Shout out Gail. And she is a LCSW, which is a licensed clinical social worker. So you kind of get some perks whenever you're working it with counselors. So I know, Nick, you've
Oh
been
my
blessed to be
gosh.
able to talk with her and
So-
vent. And
Well, not only that, yo, check this out. So, whenever I moved here, I had a house, I had an acre land in Atlanta. I moved with a Great Dane. No apartments will take a Great Dane.
yeah,
Like, you can't just move into an apartment with a Great Dane. So, talking about the perks of having my licensed clinical social worker, like, she wrote me an ESA letter, so an emotional support animal letter, so that way Rico can live in my apartment. That was so
Yeah.
dope. I just moved here. I was like, Gail, can you help me with this? And the funny thing was, Gail said, Nick, she's a little older, and she's like, Nick, I'm not just gonna write you a letter.
code of ethics.
Yeah, so she freaking gave me a therapy session, and I'm over here crying. I'm crying at the end of it. I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, yeah, you need that dog. She's like, you need that dog. Yeah, but yeah, that was definitely one perk for sure.
Okay. So what are some things that you notice that when someone is talking to you, like, I have this going on, how are you able to diagnose, hey, you may suffer from this, or this is the things you're dealing with. How do you do that?
I mean, so to be transparent with you, I'm not a clinician.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a clinician. But I mean, if you go back through the behaviors, like, okay, bad sleep schedule, people that are just like inconsistent with their behaviors, you can pick up on that stuff.
Yeah.
And I pick up on things like that about myself. I pick up on things about that, like about my teammates. But I'm not a clinician, right? So my job with AssureSource is to create a platform where my team can give these counselors the people that need help.
Okay.
Right. So like what Alexis is doing is she's identifying accounts of people. My other team is putting the counselors together. So like I am not a counselor.
Okay.
Like, right. Like I don't specifically practice mental health as far as like licensed. That's not my journey. Right. My journey has been, can I connect A to B? How can I make things easy? Man, there's over 9 million people in the state of Texas that have Medicare and Medicaid. There's only 31,000 counselors. So think about that.
Yeah.
9 million people versus 31,000. If everybody saw 40 people a week, did a 40-hour work week, bro, that doesn't even put a dent in the population of people that need help.
Yeah.
So where I came into the business was, okay, we got to generate revenue. We gotta grow the business. I love healthcare because healthcare, it gives me the ability to do well by doing well for somebody else, right? So like if I take care of people, I know I'm gonna have a successful career. Like, and that's something that's always driven me with healthcare, and I've loved it.
Yeah.
Right. So if we do a great job at what we do every single day, we're having an impact on the community. And not only that, I'll be able to have a future. I'll be able to change the socioeconomic status of the way I grew up to here. Set a different standard for my nieces, my cousins, my family, right? Like, and that's just the kind of the way that I approach it. But when I listen to Alexis, when I listen to the operations team, the recruiting team, the rev cycle team, the clinical team, it's all about them and what they say. And am I doing my job to give you the resources that you need to accomplish the goal? The goal is like, we want people to be more comfortable in their social setting. Yeah, how can I help you thrive more socially? How can I help you thrive more economically, health-wise, all those things? We just want to give them the resources.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about something kind of heavy real quick.
Oh, shit.
I wanted you to talk about the importance of men reaching out for help because, as men, we're prideful motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Sometimes it's hard for us to admit, like, yo, I need to talk to somebody. I need some help, especially being in a minority, household. You're taught to be tough, suck that shit up. Don't show your emotions.
Yeah.
Latinos, say you got the machismo. You gotta have that machismo.
Machismo. Yeah.
Machismo about that.
There you go.
I ain't no Sancho.
Hey, I can be.
You said Sancho. I'm dead.
You know what that is.
Yeah. Sancho.
Yeah, you're Sancho.
But anyways, perfect example. Old boy that was on Ellen, that killed himself. What was his name? Twitch.
My gosh, I hated that. Yeah.
People you think have it together really don't necessarily have it together. So, what is your message to men? Just saying, hey, it's okay.
100%, dude. And I'm gonna give you a little backstory on that because that's what hit home for me. So I told you, I've only been working in this space for a year and a half.
Yeah.
My background is just operations. Get good people, get processes. Like we can go run a fucking PetSmart if we want to, right? So when I come here, one of the first places I went to was a assisted living facility in Denton, Texas. Bro, I go there, right, and we're drinking wine. We're playing bingo. We're having fun. This man comes in his chair, starts bumping people, starts being like he's just being rude. And the MA or the nurse, she said, "Oh, that's just Johnny being Johnny." And I'm like, "Nah, that ain't Johnny being Johnny. Like, what's up?"
Yeah.
So I go chop it up with Johnny, bro. In a 45-minute period, bro, I get like 2 words in. My wife died. My kid moved me here from Arkansas. My kid gets a job and leaves to Vegas. They took my car keys away. I don't get to get my own groceries. I don't get to play the guitar for my grandkids no more. I don't host the barbecues. What do you think the number one reason is that men in that situation, when they get older, that they would want to see counseling? When old man, why do you think he would want counseling?
Yeah. It's tough.
Loss of autonomy. The inability to be able to be that dude.
Independent.
To be that the man of the household. With women, they want at that age they want counseling because their husband usually dies first. When the women dies first, that motherfucker's health tanks, bro. He stops taking his meds, stops going to doctor's appointments. But it's the loss of autonomy for men, not being able to be him.
Yeah.
I am him.
Yeah.
You start losing that. And what I would tell all these dudes, man, is like, we ain't got to be that tough, man.
Yeah.
Like, we don't. Like, man, I'd rather love you and hug you than anything else. And, bro, like you said earlier, when you do your words of affirmation, I love it because you're connecting to everybody. We all got a battle. Our battles are different. And, like, this may hurt me a little bit. You poke me with a needle, it may hurt me a little bit. I poke Alexa with a needle, it may kill her. There's something that pokes her, don't hurt her. Pokes me, it hurts me to the T. Bro, and I've had to choose over the last few months. I choose to be happy. And when I'm talking to people, when I'm working with people, I'm choosing to see the good in them because, dude, you never know. And all I can tell y'all is, bro, we here, we talking about it. This kind of shit is dope. Yeah. You think about like Simone Biles, her coming out and saying, "I'm not going to do the Olympics," and her speaking up. Kevin Love, DeMar DeRozan, when these figures are speaking about this stuff, it allows our generation to start this dialogue. We just met another podcast doing the same thing. Not the same thing, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Willing to have these conversations. Man, at the end of the day, I think we're all just going to be vulnerable hugging because we're making this happen. We're making it happen.
And you just never know, like, what certain things can trigger people. Like, you know, like I've seen people that are getting really depressed because they've seen people in relationships and they're not in a relationship. They can really depress somebody, you know, really put them down, especially, you know, around holidays and stuff like that. People don't have their loved ones. That loss of not feeling complete, because a lot of people take relationships or family members, you know, that's a big important part to people's lives.
Yeah.
Having that connection to another person, whether it be a family, a love, or whatever, a friendship. Yeah. And people, you know, who may not have that, they relate that to their life. Like, okay, I don't have this in my life, so I don't think.
But 100% agree. Man, I'm talking to my homeboy the other day, and, you know, he's going through a transition, and I'm like, yo, you need to do this. You need to update your LinkedIn. You need to update your resume. And he's like, shut the fuck up. He's like, bro, I just want to know that you love me. He's like, I just want to know you got my back. Like, that's all I need right now. And sometimes I think it's like there's a lot of pressure on us, right? For men, right? Whether it's we gotta have the financial, the backing of the relationship. We have to be the strong front. Yeah. But shit, we also gotta have the outlet to be able to communicate. And I think that comes from your circle. Yeah. And being able to have those healthy relationships. Like, shit, man, I got 2 guys, man. I'll cry like I watched a Notebook with them. Like, probably like once a month we do that. Like, you know what I mean? But I think, like, for me, the advice that I got where I was not being a good friend was being critical and like giving advice instead of just being like, bruh, I love you, dog.
Do you think that's like natural for men and y'all's instinct to feel like you have to fix?
I think for if you go ahead.
Yeah,
I think for men it's like, man, I'm trying to big dick swing.
yeah, for sure.
It's always it's
Beating energy all the time. You know?
It's a competitive thing. Like
Yeah.
you never want to
Okay.
like because like I heard this quote from Marlon Brando the other day. He was like, everybody's an actor.
Yeah.
Because everybody you meet is putting on their best self. Everybody you meet is in an interview for the best job they ever wanted. They're putting up the best things on their resume. They're not over here saying, okay, I deal with depression. My mom's an alcoholic. My girlfriend broke up with me and cheated on me, but I'm scared to tell my best friends that because now I'm the one that looks stupid. Right? Like but when Marlon Brando said it, like everybody's an actor.
Yeah.
We're all acting because we're always putting on our best face. And when you can be able to have relationships with people and feel vulnerable and feel 100% loved, I think that's so healthy to where I can have that outlet and not feel judged or feel that masculinity on me.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Like, we live in a civilization where people are afraid to be vulnerable because they're afraid of being judged, which I feel like everyone at some point, you need to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You have to. At some point, you absolutely have to. And back to what you were asking about men, yeah, it's in our nature. Like, if you really about that and you really want to be him and say, I'm him like that, like, I feel like, I ain't trying to brag on myself, I feel like I want to be him. I am him.
Yeah.
And so, naturally, you want to fix everything around you. Why do you think you have quote-unquote Captain Save-A-Hose, quote-unquote? Hate to use the term, but
Yeah.
men want to fix that, especially if it's like a woman they're into. They want to save her.
Yeah.
They want to be her hero. They want to be her rescuer. They want to be her provider. That's what our DNA was meant to be him. Like,
Yeah.
if you're a true man, you're true alpha,
Yeah.
everyone gets that word twisted up. Alpha is being him. That's what an alpha is, okay?
Yeah.
It ain't you acting like, no, you were naturally him. Like, you're a naturally born leader. If you are a real man and you're taught right, you are a naturally born leader. And part of being a leader is you want to make sure everything around in your circle is going right.
A1.
Even if it's something that's like indirectly. If your friend's life ain't shit, you know, if you ain't impartaking, like, yo, bro, you need to get your shit together, bro. You're not him. You're not an alpha. If everyone around you is suffering and you're doing okay, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
100%.
Like, it's just us as men. We are meant to be. We are meant to fix.
Yeah.
We are meant to build. You know, people may think I may say some fucked up shit, but you know, God created the man to be the head for a reason.
No, I agree.
All right,
Yeah.
and I am not trying to be a feminist or anything like that, or masculine, whatever the term is.
It's your beliefs.
God made man first for a reason. Then He made a woman to be a companion for man.
We came from the rib.
You came from our rib. You're supposed to be our support. You're supposed to be our help. Help us get through. I'm having a tough day. You should be like, baby, I can tell you having a tough day. Let me help get you through that. And no matter, everybody, somebody's gonna twist this. I know they are. Hey, do what you do. You take this message as you want to.
Yeah.
But you know, that's why God made man first for a reason.
Okay.
And as men, we have to make sure our other man is okay. You know, like if I say you're my brother, and I'm not checking in on you, and I know something is going on with you, and I'm not saying anything about that. What makes me?
Yeah.
That shit ain't right, bro. But as a man, a real man, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. But sometimes it's not. There's not a shame for asking for help.
Yeah.
Don't let the Bible says pride comes before destruction. So don't let your pride cost you.
Yeah.
But see that goes back to it. Like, you can still be an alpha and be vulnerable.
Exactly.
Like, bro, like
100, 100.
like I am him, but I am depressed.
Yeah.
I do cry.
Yeah.
Like, I do need to be hugged. Like, my girlfriend make fun of me because I like to be the little spoon.
Yeah.
Like, it's what it is. But like, I am still him.
Yeah.
I am still him when I wake up. You know, and being more conscious of that with your friend group, whoever your team is.
Yeah.
You know, you see something off, bro, you better say something.
Yeah. For sure.
And just be there. Talk to them. Be a resource in whichever way. And sometimes it is just saying, hey, let me get you out your circle for a second, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go play some golf.
Yeah.
Let's go do something. Let's talk. What's up? Let's go have some tortillas and tacos with your mama.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine the pressure that it probably is mentally. I literally couldn't imagine it as a woman. I don't know what that would even feel like to be a man and to know that you're the provider, you're the fixer. That's a lot of pressure, which is crazy to say, because then I thought about, okay, so what about women? And it's kind of like the same, like with women walking down the street and your safety. Men are probably more secure walking down the street versus a woman when I leave here walking to my car if I was walking alone. So it's like we face these different, these opposites that we have because of our gender, and it's the same pressure there. You just don't understand. So, I mean, I think having these conversations and putting it out in the world so that women can understand that men have so much pressure to have it, to be the provider, to have it all together. And you're, like you said, that's why I asked the question, do you feel like you have to fix, like if somebody were to come to you and they need help, they need advice, like Nick said, he was trying to fix the problem rather than just listen. If it would have been a woman he asked, the woman would have been like, okay, yeah, I'm here crying on my shoulder, but you're like, hey, you can do this and this and this and fix it. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm just saying it's really, I think it's really important to have these conversations, because men do have a lot of pressure there. When you said my girl, not that his girlfriend cheated on him, but like a guy saying my girlfriend cheated on me.
I hope not.
No, yeah, but
we wouldn't be together, bro.
like a guy saying my girlfriend cheated on me and having to deal with my friends, this and that. When a guy cheats on a girl, that's the first thing we do. We tell everybody the guy cheated. It's like so opposite. It's crazy.
It was so I work with you pretty closely. I see you as an alpha female. Mm-hmm. So like whenever you're dating like a man, like how do you like succumb to letting him be the alpha? Like how do you like the dichotomy of that relationship?
I think it's gonna take an alpha.
What does that even mean? What does that mean?
Last week, if you listened to our episode, or a couple weeks ago, Ray pointed out, I tweeted, like, I have a list of things where, like, my future husband is going to be, and there's, like, 20 million
No pressure, guys. No pressure, guys.
But I know, and I actually think about this, like, often. I do want to be married and have kids one day. So I think about, like, the position that the man is going to be in, and I do a lot. And I manage a lot, and my schedule is full. I just got an assistant today. Shout out Lauren. Woo, woo. But they're going to have to be okay with me being an alpha. So I don't know. What does that look like? I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I find out.
I'm going to comment on that 1 second.
Have you dated an alpha?
I am the alpha.
That's what I'm saying.
No, my alpha trumps that alpha.
So you're the alpha.
But before I move on that, you were saying something earlier. I wanted to say something. I remembered you were talking about you couldn't imagine being in a man's shoes.
Yeah.
There's a video out there of this woman. She went undercover as a man for like 2 years or whatever, and I think she ended up killing herself. She didn't realize all the pressures. Did she kill herself?
Wow.
I can't remember.
Took a left turn. Took a left turn.
Because she realized, like, wow, I didn't realize all the pressures of what it was to being a
She leave like a note or something? Like,
I think I'm saying this wrong. I think she killed herself. I want to say she did, but I gotta Google it up and I'll post it.
It was exploited that she understood the pressure of a man.
She understood the pressure of a man, and she's like, wow, and people don't understand that. But I just wanted to say that one comment. But I'll find it and I'll send that link to y'all. But you'll know when you're with alpha. You don't know when you're with alpha.
I want to be protected and provided and the little spoon. Like, I want to feel safe and protected. No. So
can I tell you something I've done? I didn't even mean it as an alpha. It's just who I am as a person. I don't ask women to be my girlfriend. I tell them when they're my girlfriend. You can laugh, but it's true.
Hey, we together. If you say no, I will find you.
I mean, from a woman's perspective, it's like, okay.
No, it's like, I'll say some shit like, yo, how does it feel being my girl?
Yeah.
I don't only ask you.
And they probably like that shit.
Well, I guess it feels fucking good.
It feels good, right?
Like finally.
It's just
someone
label
finally
on
stepped
it.
up.
I was waiting.
I was like, why am I going to ask? What's the point of me asking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing whatever we're doing for like X period of time. Like, why am I going to ask you?
Yeah.
And if it's not meant to be, the woman will say something. Yeah.
They will hint. A woman
And
will,
you kind of know though. You know.
that's why I hate those like proposals when people do it publicly, and the girl says no. I'm like, bro, you had to know it wasn't happening about that, bro.
You had to know, bro.
That makes it kind of makes me feel sad too. Like there was this kid. He asked his girl like basically go like homecoming to prom with him, and like everybody was out of school. Like yeah, and she was like nope. I was like, damn.
See that's
she could
cold.
hold me to the side.
See, like that's cold. So like, if it's that public, like if I'm her, I'm like, yes, all right, yes, and then I'm like, I'm gonna put this motherfucker to the side, like, bruh, no, like, motherfucker, like, that's fucked up.
I have a funny story.
See that's mental health. That poor kid. Where's he at? Do you know him? Because
Nah,
we
I
can
have the
get some
video.
counseling. We can get some counseling for him.
I'll show you the video. I got the video saved or whatever. It's just like, but at the same time, people say, well, you know, he shouldn't have asked in public. I mean, if he didn't know that,
Because he should have known.
he
You know
should've
when you know.
known. You know when you know.
See, that's a lack of self awareness, bro.
But you know,
That's a lack of
true. But
self-awareness.
sometimes, bro, I can tell you,
It's true.
I fumbled so many women
Yeah.
because there were so many women that were into me, into me for everything, like me, just me and being me. At a time in my life, I wasn't focused. There was a time in my life I wasn't focused on that. I was focused on getting the bag. Or there was a time in life where I was a hoe. Plain and simple. I was a fucking hoe.
We all had a hoe stage. We all had a hoe
I was just
stage.
partying every fucking weekend or whatever, and I was just,
Experiencing
I'm here for a good
life.
time, not for a long time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But looking back at it, and Facebook memories is the worst.
Oh my
it
gosh.
pops up
And
all that shit.
Snapchat.
I realized, like, damn, yep, that person was definitely into me, like heavy, like, and I was just oblivious to it, bro.
Oh.
There's times you'll be so caught up in something else,
Yeah.
you're oblivious sometimes to the things around you.
Yeah.
So has that mindset shifted for you?
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Way for sure.
Yeah.
I'm old now, bro. It's
That black
it's
don't
all
crack,
about
baby.
It's all about getting them acres and that dog and them deeds
There
and them
you go.
cars and them
Yeah.
the properties. I
still want that jacket.
A
Real
visa.
estate.
Traveling to a visa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cabo, Greece. I'm trying to be
Yes.
like Drake and DJ Khaled. Come with me.
Mexi Drexy.
But anyways, let's add some fun shit real quick, and we're gonna
right.
wrap this bad boy up. This is something we do on the show. It's called. Well, it is called.
It is
Well,
called.
I just wanna get to know you.
Slow down. We just want to get to know you. This is where I ask you some random questions off the rip. I don't know where I'm going with these questions. We're just gonna go in front of Journey. All right. Slow down segment is brought to you by Lyrically Correct. This is a music trivia card game. If you think you're lyrically correct, go to lyricallycorrect.com. Put in promo code Ray and get 20% off your copy of Lyrically Correct. So Nick, first off, before we get any further, where you want people to find you on social media, find the companies, shout all that stuff out for me.
Yeah, assuresource.com. That's our website. You could see us at AssureSource on Instagram. My Instagram is Nick_CEO_AssureSource. That's where you can find us. But yeah, we're not hard to find, baby. 972-233-1010.
Facts. All right. So say for instance, I'm a movie producer, writer, director, and I want to make the Nick movie. Okay. Who do you want to star as you in this movie?
Mark Wahlberg.
That was so fast.
I'm very kind of concerned about how fast.
Bro, I got called Mark Wahlberg the other day. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll stick that one. Because it's either Mark Wahlberg or Pitbull. I'm not doing the Pitbull thing. Not happening.
You get to pick
I'll
whoever
take,
you want.
I'll take Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
You really answered that really fucking fast. I'm
not-
slightly
I can see
concerned.
it. I can see it.
I am not lying,
though.
bro. I literally got told this a couple times this last week. I'm
Mark Wahlberg energy.
that was the best compliment I had. I was like,
I can
before
see
that it was
it.
just
Oh my
Pitbull.
gosh.
I'm like, no.
I don't
like,
see.
I get it.
I don't see the Pitbull.
No, I don't either. Mark Wahlberg. Yeah,
I'll take that.
you have
Actually,
the
maybe
energy.
if you shave the.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I
Okay.
would've
So
never.
wait.
I have some
So
sunglasses
in
in
your
here.
mind, what's my celebrity look like?
Hold on, let me see if I got some sunglasses in here. Hold on. Let's see if
Oh
I
my
can see it.
gosh.
Put some sunglasses on here, okay? Cover. Let's cover the hair up. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh my God! I could see it. I can see it a little bit. I can see it a little bit. I can see it a little bit. Okay.
That's funny. Oh
Yeah,
my
that was quick.
gosh.
Okay.
The energy, though, for sure.
All right. So earlier you mentioned The Notebook. Okay. Are you a rom-com guy? Because I'm a rom-com guy. I like our rom-comedies and little movies like that. All right.
I am.
Top 5 rom-com or little romantic flicks. What are your top 5?
Okay, 50 First Dates. I love me some Adam Sandler.
That's great.
Since I'm gonna keep going on the Adam Sandler thing. Wedding Singer. Come on now. You. I don't even know if this is a rom-com, but I'm gonna throw it in there. Wedding Crashers.
That's fucking a great movie.
It's a fucking goddamn.
Where's the meatloaf, Mom?
You motorboating son of a bitch. Dude, hey, are we gonna motorboat out
right now?
of
You motorboat. Son of a bitch.
They built for speed or comfort. All right. So okay, that's 3. Shit. I mean, you put me on the spot. Titanic. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a good one.
That's not a rom-com.
Oh,
Rose
yeah,
is trash. She had room for Jack.
Dude, bro, that's bullshit. She absolutely had fucking.
She had room for Jack. That's so fucked up, bro.
It's like at least do like
agree.
rotate. Like let's take turns.
I
Yeah, bro.
agree.
Like, nope.
She was
Like,
not
nope.
a ride or die.
Nope.
No, she was
not.
not.
She was not.
She was
bourgeoisie.
She was
Bougie
selfish.
ass.
Yeah,
All
she
about
was.
herself. You
She
know?
was. There's a lot of room. Jeez.
All right, you got to throw some of these at Alexis.
Hold on. I think you got one more. Hold
You
on.
got to help me with.
We got
two.
one. No, you
What,
got one
a
more.
rom-com?
We got 5.
Rom-coms.
You got 5.
What's the one with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis?
Just
Friends?
Just friends.
That's a good one.
There you go.
No, is it just no. It's not.
and
Just
then
friends.
How to Lose a Man
No,
with-
I think it's friends with. Is it friends with benefits?
Friends with Benefits.
Is that what it was? Or
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Friends with
yeah,
Benefits.
yeah. Something like
Y'all
that.
know what
I
I'm talking
you're-
about.
yeah.
One, Justin Timberlake is like, he's like the white version of Childish Gambino.
He's great.
They are so
Justin
talented in
Timberlake
so
is
many
great.
aspects. And then the 5th one would have to be How to Lose a Guy in
10 days.
Yeah.
There you go. There's my 5.
I like Think
And
Like a
and
Man.
then they're probably not even top 5. Those are the first 5 that I can think
Okay.
of.
Yeah. Think Like a Man. And Think Like a Man
Ooh.
too, with the Kevin Hart ones. And even the Medea movies. I
Miss
love the Medea.
Loretta.
Hey, bro,
Ready for the rest of the tour?
I am not gonna lie. That Think Like a Man cipher they dropped on the BET Awards with Kevin Hart and Nelly and
Chocolate dropper.
Bro, chocolate drop, yo, that motherfucker
I'm
could.
gonna put these paws. I'm about to put these paws on you.
That motherfucker makes me laugh. Okay.
All right. So
Yeah, I love the Medea movies too. All the Medea movies. They're so good.
Stop that right now.
Tyler's a shit.
Stop that right
I
now.
love it.
She's just a trash, bro.
No! Really?
Medea's
I
hilarious.
love Medea.
Maybe it's because we just think that because we're Mexican. Like black people like just secretly hate Medea.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Like we don't like George Lopez. Y'all love George Lopez. We hate Medea. We love Medea. Y'all don't like Medea.
I don't know. It's just like.
I don't like George Lopez. That's so funny.
I hate George Lopez. He's a dick.
All right, what we got? I think we had 2 more or something. With it.
What, rom-coms?
Yeah.
No, she's only had 2. She needs 3.
Oh gosh. Okay. That's a good one. Honestly, like, well, Step Brothers is not really a rom-com, but that's like my favorite movie
Definitely
ever.
not a rom-com.
It's my favorite movie ever.
But it's a great
There is some love scene. It's a rom-com between the Step Brothers.
I get it.
I love when they go for the hug at the end and they're like,
It's all awkward.
see? Okay.
John
Oh.
Stamos.
I like 50 First Dates.
Did we become best friends? Yep.
It's my favorite. Now I'm thinking all of Step Brothers. I like 50 First Dates. I like Adam Sandler too. And then what's the other one with Scuba Steve?
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
No,
Gilmore.
that's a
No.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
But that's not
That's
a
not a
rom-com.
rom-com.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Him and the.
Okay, so
That's not a true rom-com.
How do you define a rom-com? A rom-com has to be the
There's a
two
love
main characters.
story.
There's like a true love. There's no love story in Big Daddy.
Yeah, there is.
What that like?
Not
That's not a
really.
romantic
No,
love
no.
story. It's a rom-com. It's a romantic. He can't have a romantic relationship with his kid.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Shoot, I don't really watch rom-com. So what did I say? What have I said?
You said
so
Think
far?
Like a Man 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
2.
Okay, so you did 2. And
You
then-
said
and then
50 First Dates.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I
no,
kinda
and then
forgot.
she said big. She said
Big-
Step Brothers.
big-
Step
big-
Yeah,
Brothers.
she did. Yeah, you
And
just
then
yeah.
and then Big Daddy.
And that didn't count. This is a tough one. Okay, what about have y'all seen Bad Moms?
Yes.
Those are rom-coms. It's like 5 different women getting set up with men.
Okay. All right. What's the last one?
Did they all end up in love?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
Okay, I
they
guess it
did.
is.
It's so funny. Have y'all seen it? Y'all need to
I
watch
think I've
it.
seen part of it.
So,
but,
okay, so I'm assuming that on your podcast you've asked
Magic
this
Mike.
question.
That's
No.
that's my last
first
one.
time I've asked this one. It's the first time I've ever asked
So
this
then, what are
question.
your top 5? I feel like you're gonna like
I said my last one.
be like,
Magic Mike.
what's the one with Ty Diggs?
Tay Diggs.
Ty Diggs with the
Tay Diggs?
Tay Diggs with the older lady.
Oh, has Stella got a groove back?
Stella got a groove back. That's a
Nah.
rom-com.
All right, so don't judge me.
Oh shit.
My number one. I'm sorry, my number one. I think my favorite rom com is I think I told her this. I texted her this one time. It's Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Kevin Bacon.
It's a
Those
great,
are
it's a great
good-
cast.
good actors.
It's
That is-
absolutely great
Yeah.
cast.
That's probably my number one favorite rom-com. David Lynn Hawking cuckolded me. Oh, so you're David Lynn Hawking. that's one of my favorite
I could
ones.
imagine what that green room would look like being able to hang out with all those fuckers and personalities in one fucking room.
Oh,
Yeah.
so funny.
That was just, it's just great. That's just a great movie. It's just like the story about it. Like, you know, so, I don't know. I hate to say it. Sometimes some rom-coms I can relate to certain characters, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, just from life experiences. So, Crazy Stupid Love is one of them. I'll have to say Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, Halle Berry, Robin Givens. That's a great one. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh yeah.
I'm Aldous Snow. Bullshit. That one. Fuck, I can't really think right now.
Yeah.
Dude, when you said that one, what's the old movie with Drew Barrymore when she goes back to high school? Never Been Kissed Again, or First Kiss?
I don't remember that.
Come on, you're old like me.
Oh, jeez,
It's with Drew Barrymore. Never Been Kissed. That's the movie.
I
No,
don't know.
that was. I'm trying to think what
I
else.
love
I
Drew
got two more. I'm not saying it's my favorite, but if you haven't seen You People on Netflix, I highly recommend it.
bro,
Watch
that was
it.
it was kind of cringeworthy.
Just watch it. I never thought I'd be jealous of Jonah Hill, but I was.
Bro, Jonah put it down. I feel, you know what? Out of respect for Nipsey,
Yeah.
Jonah's the best next guy.
Yeah. I got two more, and I can't think of. I guess you could do Coming to America. Technically, that's a rom-com because he's looking for love. So I got to put that one up there. I got one more. I'm trying to think. I got one. It's kind of a it's a low budget movie. It's called Love for Sale. It stars Maya, this guy named Jackie Long, this old actor's name was Jason Weaver.
Justin Bieber?
No, Jason Weaver. He was the singing voice for Simba in The Lion King. He also was, what else did he play? You ever see ATL with
I loved ATL.
he's the guy that did grills. That did
Okay.
the grills for people in the ATL movie. So he's in it. Maya, Jackie Long, what was the old video vixen back in the day? What is her name? I can't think. She was a well-known video vixen. She was in a Yeah video with Usher, Little John. She's in it. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
So those are my top five. I know it took forever for me to get that out, but those are my
I
top
love
five.
it. What about Something About Mary
That
with
was a
Ben
good one.
Stiller and Cameron Diaz?
Was that Ben Stiller?
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, that was Ben
Cameron
Stiller.
Diaz.
That was pretty cool.
I thought it was hilarious when she like wipes the gel up in her hair and it's actually semen. And like her hair's like standing straight up. So he was jerking off before the date because he was like, I gotta bust this out. Like I can't.
What you're supposed to do
Right,
before your
and
date.
so he busts, his eyes closed, he busts, and he doesn't know where the sperm's at. So he's like, where the fuck did it go? And it's like hanging off his earlobe. And so Carmen is like, oh my God, you left some hair gel. So she grabs the semen off his earlobe, and then she goes like this. Bro, and then her fucking hair just like
Oh,
standing
no.
straight up like a cone head
I
when they go out
can't.
on a date, and he's just looking at it like, God damn, you got my semen in your hair.
I never knew it. I never knew that.
It's a great rom-com. Franks and Beans.
I gotta go back and watch it now. But honestly, like I like to watch the movies where the underdog wins. I love it. I love it when the underdog wins.
So what's your favorite underdog movie? Rudy.
Rudy had heart, man. That motherfucker had heart.
I love that little motherfucker.
That little motherfucker had heart. I don't know. I can't really think, but I just love it. Like, you know who I related?
So you're not the guy that roots for the bad guys in the movies.
Nah, man.
Good. Me neither.
I know this is Once Upon a Time, and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. I never thought I'd say this out loud.
Say it.
Once upon a time,
Talk to
I
me.
used to relate myself to Steve Urkel. I felt like I was Steve Urkel.
Aw.
Dead
that's
ass.
Adorable.
Steve was.
But then I
him.
realized he was a simp. And I don't want to be really kind of related, but for the longest, I was like,
Hey,
damn.
what is simp? What does it stand for?
So-
opposite of a pimp.
Well, I know,
So
but what
simp
does
is
it
opposite
stand
of
for
a
something?
pimp.
Let me. I don't. It's not an acronym.
Give
This
her
is
the
m-
Urban Dictionary definition.
This is my definition of what a simp. Okay, people get it twisted. People think someone being a gentleman is being a simp. That's
No.
not being a simp. That's just being a gentleman. A simp is, say for instance, I'm into you, but you're not into me,
You
and
sucker.
I'm pouring out my resources out. You know, just to
Aw.
get your affection.
Okay.
and do shit for you, and you're not even like
You don't reciprocate.
you don't reciprocate that when you're doing this shit. You're going beyond, or like you know the guys that be on Instagram like, hey beautiful, hey lovely.
Oh, those are simps.
Those are fucking simps. Yeah.
Okay.
I sure y'all
I
seen
got
it.
him.
I sure y'all seen the dude on like it was on Instagram or social media where he like sued this lady for like $100 million for like putting him in the friend zone after 3 years of talking.
What?
Bro,
You
that's a
can
motherfucking
sue?
simp.
You can
Like
sue.
that's a simp. It's like
Okay.
it's like I'm giving you everything, you ain't giving me nothing back, but they don't stop
Yeah.
chasing.
Yeah.
It's
It's your fault.
The plain definition, they suckers.
Or if you basically if you try to trick to get a girl, that's simping.
You simp. You sucking.
Okay.
Yo,
All right.
you a sucker.
I understand.
Yeah, I know you don't like me, but girl, I'll take you out to fucking Miami. Yeah, let's go to You're simping when you know.
Okay, simp.
Like, hey, I don't want to talk to you, but will you talk to me if I get you this Gucci bag?
Yeah.
I come to dinner with me. I got a bag for you.
Simp.
Yeah, they
That's
simping.
Okay.
simp.
All right. I
But
learned.
yeah,
I learned.
I digress. But anyways, I used to relate myself to him. Like, I feel, what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know. I was a late bloomer. I guess that's what it was. I don't know.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Here
better,
you are.
hey,
Look
better
at
to
you
bloom-
now.
Better to
Look
bloom
at
than
you
not.
now.
Can I get that jacket though?
Look at you now. How do I do?
I'm gonna get you. You know what?
Applause.
Let's put this on record. We'll put this on record, and y'all can hold me accountable to this on Rary's podcast. I'm gonna buy Nick a jacket.
Ooh.
No, you're not. Don't do
I'm
that.
gonna buy you a jacket.
Don't do
I'm gonna buy you a jacket.
that. I'm taking you to Baby Dolls tonight.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Those are where the simps go because I learned a new
I'm
definition.
messing with you. Nah, don't do that.
I'm gonna get you a jacket. Nah, I've already said it. The
Oh.
word is final.
All right. We'll
I'm
check
a-
back
I'm
in.
a-
I'm a 30. I'm a 38 short.
Tune in.
Okay.
Tune in.
I got you.
Tune in
I'm dead ass
to
about that.
tune in to May 22nd's podcast on Ray Ray's podcast.
Yeah. So
Boy,
we
Ray.
gonna wrap this up because I think we going kind of long. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
You gonna be
yeah,
hella,
I gotta go to a Galentine.
You hella late for
What?
that shit.
It's a
Um,
you late. Oh,
she hella
they
late.
already know.
Yeah, they already know.
She's
All
gonna
right.
be late,
I'm
but
gonna
she
be
gonna
there
So
though.
real quick, in closing, I always like to ask these last two questions. First one, what do you want people to take away from this podcast you did today? Secondly, if you can give any advice, it could be anything about any subject, what would you give to anyone?
Shit, I'll start with the advice piece. The best advice that I can give to anybody at this point in time is live in reality. Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to the people that live close to you. If you're going to make changes, you have to live in reality. What does that really look like? Don't put on this false image, none of that bullshit. And so don't lie to the people that are around you and don't lie to yourself. So live in reality.
Yeah.
The second question was what I want people to take from this is, man, enthusiasm, personality, and the ability to be open to communicate can generate relationships. So as you navigate your life, your career, whatever the hell you're doing, be open-minded. Don't judge people off the way you judge yourself. And beautiful people will come around you.
Facts.
Good.
Make sure y'all follow these two people. Follow Nick, follow Alexis. I'm gonna try it one time.
Thank you.
One
I was
time
about to ask you
I'm
that.
gonna try it.
Yay.
Nick Hinojosa? Is it Hinojosa?
Yeah, it's good.
Hinojosa?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
You said that better than Sancho.
It's actually, Hinojosa. That's good.
Hinojosa?
Hinojosa. Hinojosa. Like a
Okay,
salmon.
Hinojosa.
That I'm on. Hey, that's good.
Órale, güey. No mames.
Y'all remember
Hey.
that commercial
Hey.
back in the day?
I drank all
Hey,
mine.
I don't have nothing in my. I can't tell you if I had nothing in my.
shit, you want-
Hold on, I got a little champy.
You
over
do it
here.
in the mic. A little pour. Here, you can hear it. Oh, I can't.
Real quick.
Oh.
Oh, she's doing it now.
Oh, okay.
Real quick. I don't know if you remember that commercial back in the day. It was like a Taco Bueno commercial.
Taco
There's a little-
Cabana.
No, it was Taco Bueno. They had the little dude like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Oh, it's on the mouth.
Burrito.
Yeah.
Muchacho. And like the dude.
Those, I feel like
They're so
those were.
racist.
I
They're
feel like
racist as
those
fuck,
little
bro.
hand things, though. Those
the
little.
fucking, the
they
fucking
were in.
Chihuahua on Taco Bell. The Quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
racist.
thank y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yo, this
Cheers.
is Ray Ray's podcast with another episode. Make sure you like and subscribing, following us. And I always got to end with some positive words too. So, get your swag on in. Tell yourself, I will boss up physically.
Ooh.
Yes.
I will boss up mentally.
Talk to me.
I will boss up spiritually.
Let's go.
I will boss up financially.
E.
Invest in yourself. It is your boy Ray, and we are out.
We there.
Bye.
Get money all day, get money all night. Hey, get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right.